Hi, I'm Caleb, 32 years old software engineer living in Portland with my golden retriever Max. My life was straightforward until 3 months ago when everything I thought I knew got turned upside down. But let me start with the blind date that changed everything. Dude, you need to get back out there, my buddy Marcus said, dropping a beer in front of me. It's been 2 years since Rachel. I'm fine, I said. Work's busy. Max keeps me company. Your dog doesn't count as a social life. Look, my girlfriend Sarah has this friend, Maya. She's smart, funny, works in marketing, just moved to Portland. One date, what's the worst that could happen? Fine, I finally agreed. One date. Friday night, 7 o'clock, that Italian place on Morrison. Friday came fast. I showed up early, nervous. I spotted her immediately, dark hair, green eyes, professional in a blue dress. Caleb? She asked, standing up. Maya, hi, nice to meet you. So Marcus tells me you're in software, she said, smiling. That must be interesting. It has its moments. Sarah mentioned you're in marketing? Digital marketing, yeah. Just relocated from Seattle. The conversation flowed easily. We talked about Portland, our dogs, coffee shops. She was charming, quick-witted, exactly the kind of person I could see myself with. Then about an hour in, something shifted. You know, it's funny, Maya said, her voice changing. Sarah didn't tell me much about you before setting this up. Yeah, Marcus kept it pretty vague too. She tilted her head, studying me. Caleb Morrison, right? Yeah, Morrison's my last name. Why? Maya leaned forward, her smile colder. You really don't remember me, do you? My stomach dropped. I'm sorry, should I? We've never met directly, she said slowly, but I know exactly who you are. I know about your company, DataStream Solutions. I know about the product launch from 3 years ago, and I know about Rachel Winters. I felt the blood drain from my face. How do you... Rachel's my cousin, Maya interrupted, her voice quiet but sharp. My cousin, who helped you build that company from nothing, who worked 80-hour weeks, who believed in your vision, who trusted you completely. Look, whatever Rachel told you, she told me everything, Caleb. How you pushed her out right before the Series A funding. How you and your business partner, Trevor, restructured the company to minimize her stake from 30% down to 5%. She lost everything while you and Trevor made millions. My hands clenched around my water glass. That's not how it happened. The investors wanted changes. She had a nervous breakdown, Caleb. Lost her apartment, had to move back in with her parents at 30 years old, all while you bought your fancy condo. This isn't appropriate, I said, starting to stand. I don't know what game you're playing. Sit down, Maya said firmly. When Sarah mentioned setting me up with a software engineer named Caleb, I didn't make the connection. But then she showed me your photo, and I realized this was an opportunity I couldn't pass up. I sat back down slowly. An opportunity for what? To look you in the eye and let you know that Rachel hasn't forgotten, that she's been working on something. And Trevor? He's been very chatty lately about some things that would interest a lot of people. What are you talking about? Maya stood up, placing money on the table. You'll find out soon enough. Enjoy your evening, Caleb. Oh, and tell Marcus thanks for the setup. It was exactly what I needed. She walked out, leaving me sitting there, my mind racing. I pulled out my phone with shaking hands and texted Marcus. We need to talk, now. Marcus met me at my place within the hour, looking confused and defensive. What the hell was that about? He demanded. Sarah's devastated. Maya called her crying, saying you were cruel. Stop, I interrupted. Marcus, sit down. Maya played you. She's Rachel's cousin, my ex-business partner, Rachel. The whole date was a setup. Marcus's face went pale. No way. Sarah's known Maya since college. Then either Sarah's in on it or Maya's been lying to her too. She mentioned Trevor, said he's been chatty. What could she mean? Trevor Knight? Your business partner? My phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. Check your company's financial records from 2022. Trevor's been creative with the books. NM. She just texted me, I said, showing Marcus. You need to call your lawyer, Marcus said immediately. Like, right now. I was already dialing. Jennifer Hartley, my attorney, answered on the third ring. Caleb, it's late. What's wrong? Jennifer, I need you to audit DataStream's books immediately. All transactions from 2022 to now. Focus on Trevor's expense accounts and unusual wire transfers. That's going to take time. What am I looking for? I don't know yet, but someone just implied Trevor's been embezzling. I'll start first thing tomorrow. But Caleb, if there's actual fraud, we need to be careful. I understand. Just find out what's happening. After hanging up, I looked at Marcus. I need to talk to Trevor. Tonight. Bad idea, man. You'll tip him off. I have to know. Come with me. We drove to Trevor's house in the West Hills. Trevor answered the door in sweatpants, surprised. Caleb, what are you doing here? We need to talk now. It's almost midnight. I don't care. Let us in. Trevor stepped aside reluctantly. We sat, and I didn't waste time. Have you been talking to someone named Maya about company business? Trevor's face went carefully blank. I don't know anyone named Maya. She's Rachel's cousin, and she seems to know things about our finances that she shouldn't. Rachel, Trevor laughed, but it sounded forced. That was years ago. Ancient history. Then why did Maya just text me telling me to check the 2022 financial records? What am I going to find, Trevor? Nothing, he said quickly. Too quickly. Look, I think you're being paranoid. Marcus leaned forward. Trevor, if you've done something wrong, tell Caleb now, before this gets worse. I haven't done anything, Trevor stood up. I think you guys should leave. I stood too, getting in his face. I've already called Jennifer. She's auditing everything. If there's something there, she'll find it. Trevor's expression shifted, fear, then anger. You're going to regret this, Caleb. You don't know what you're starting. Is that a threat? It's a fact. Now get out of my house. We left, but I felt Trevor watching us as we drove away. He's hiding something, Marcus said quietly. Yeah, I checked my phone. Another text from Maya. Ask Trevor about the Singapore accounts and the payments to Rachel's clients. Marcus, I said slowly, what if Trevor didn't just embezzle? What if he's been sabotaging Rachel's career? That's serious. But it would make sense. Rachel tried to start her own firm after we pushed her out. It never got off the ground. What if Trevor made sure of that? Jennifer called me at 6 a.m. the next morning. Caleb, we need to meet. Today. Bring Trevor. You found something. I found a lot of things. My office, 9 o'clock. Don't discuss this over the phone. I texted Trevor. Jennifer's office, 9 a.m. non-negotiable. Jennifer sat us down with a thick folder between us. Gentlemen, she began, we have a significant problem. Trevor, over the past 3 years, you've diverted approximately $847,000 from DataStream Solutions into offshore accounts. You've also made payments totaling $125,000 to various individuals that directly competed with Rachel Winter's business ventures. Trevor's face went white. That's not, I can explain. There's more, Jennifer continued. You falsified expense reports, created fake consulting contracts, and manipulated investor reports. Caleb, as CEO, you're potentially liable if it's proven you had knowledge. I had no idea, I said, staring at Trevor. Trevor suddenly stood up. Caleb, you know me. We built this company together. Would I really? Sit down, Trevor, I said coldly. Answer Jennifer's questions. I'm not answering anything without my own lawyer. That's your right, Jennifer said, but I'm obligated to report these findings. There will be an investigation. Trevor's hands were shaking. You don't understand. Rachel, she was going to destroy us. She was threatening to sue, to go public with what? I demanded. She had recordings, Caleb. Recordings of us discussing diluting her shares. If those got out, so you what? Sabotaged her business? Paid off her clients? Used company money to cover your tracks? I was protecting us, protecting you. I stood up, getting in his face. You were protecting yourself. You've been stealing from our company, Trevor, from me. It's not stealing if it's for the company's benefit. That's exactly what stealing is, I shouted. You've been lying to me for 3 years, destroying Rachel's life to save your own ass. Rachel deserved it, Trevor shouted back. She was weak. She couldn't handle the pressure. Did we make the right call? Because from where I'm standing, you've turned both of us into criminals. The door opened, and 2 people walked in. Maya and another woman I recognized from old photos, Rachel. Actually, Rachel said, her voice steady, you're only half right. You're not a criminal, Caleb, but Trevor definitely is. Trevor's face went from white to red. What is this? This, Rachel said, sitting down calmly, is your reckoning. Maya, would you like to explain? Maya pulled out a folder. For the past 6 months, Rachel and I have been building a case against Trevor. We have bank statements, emails, testimony from the clients Trevor bribed, recordings of phone calls. We have everything. The blind date, I said, looking at Maya. You were testing you, Maya finished. We needed to know if you were involved. Your reaction told us you didn't. Rachel looked at me. I blamed you for everything, Caleb, for years. But then I started digging, and I realized Trevor orchestrated most of it. He manipulated the investor meetings. He falsified the financial projections that made me look incompetent. No, Trevor said desperately. Caleb, don't listen to them. We're partners, brothers. Brothers don't steal from each other, I said flatly. Trevor lunged toward Rachel, and I stepped between them. "You ruined everything," he screamed at her. "This was supposed to be my company." "Security," Jennifer called. 2 security guards entered within seconds. "Trevor Knight," Jennifer said formally. "As of this moment, you're terminated from DataStream Solutions. These guards will escort you out. We'll be filing a criminal complaint this afternoon." "You can't do this," Trevor struggled. "Caleb, stop them. I made us rich." "Everything we have is built on fraud and theft," I said quietly. "Get him out of here." As Trevor was dragged away, still shouting threats, Rachel stood up. "I'm sorry," she said to me. "I should have known you better." "I'm sorry too," I replied. "I should have protected you." Rachel shook her head. "You couldn't have known, but he's done now." The district attorney filed charges against Trevor 2 weeks later. Fraud, embezzlement, wire fraud, obstruction of justice. His bail was set at $500,000, which he couldn't make. I sat in Jennifer's office with Rachel, going through the legal implications. "The good news," Jennifer said, "is that you're not being charged, Caleb. The investigation showed you had no knowledge. The bad news is DataStream's reputation has taken a hit." "I'll handle them," I said. "What about Rachel's restitution?" "Trevor's assets are being seized. Rachel will get back the money he stole from her clients, plus damages." Rachel looked at me. "I don't want to take anything from you." "You deserve it," I said firmly. "I've been talking to the board. We want to offer you your original stake back, 30%, full partnership." Her eyes widened. "Caleb, you don't have to." "Yes, I do. It's what should have happened 3 years ago." Maya, sitting beside Rachel, smiled. "Told you he'd do the right thing." "I don't know if I can go back," Rachel said softly. "Too much has happened." "Then we'll start fresh," I offered. "New roles, new structure. But you built this company with me. You deserve to see it succeed." Over the next few weeks, Rachel and I rebuilt our partnership. Trevor's trial date was set. He tried to contact me multiple times, leaving voicemails claiming he was sorry, that we could fix this together. I never answered. The last time I saw him was at a preliminary hearing. He approached me in the courthouse hallway, his lawyer trying to pull him back. "Caleb, please," he begged. "I know I messed up, but we can make this right. Drop the charges. We'll pay everything back." "No," I said simply. "Please. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Can't we just—" "Trevor, there's no going back. What you did wasn't a mistake. It was calculated betrayal over 3 years. You stole from me. You destroyed Rachel's career." "But I'm apologizing. Doesn't that mean anything?" "No," Rachel said, walking up beside me. "It doesn't. An apology doesn't undo the damage. It doesn't restore the year I spent in therapy. It doesn't give me back the clients you drove away." "Rachel, please. Save it for the judge," she said coldly. "You'll need all the sympathy you can get." Trevor's lawyer finally pulled him away. "Think he'll take a plea?" Rachel asked. "Probably. Jennifer said the DA's offering 10 years with parole at 7 if he cooperates." "Good." Marcus found us after the hearing, Sarah beside him. "How'd it go?" Marcus asked. "He tried to apologize," I said, "wanted us to drop the charges." Sarah shook her head. "Some people think sorry fixes everything." "Sorry is just a word," Maya said, joining us. "Actions matter, consequences matter." We all went to lunch together, me, Rachel, Maya, Marcus, and Sarah. A strange group brought together by betrayal, but somehow it worked. "So what's next for DataStream?" Maya asked. "We're launching a new product in 3 months," Rachel said, smiling at me. "Caleb and I designed it together." "That's amazing," Sarah said. "And what about you two?" "Friends," I said firmly. "Partners, but that's it." Rachel nodded. "Agreed, though working together again feels right." "To new beginnings," Marcus raised his glass. "To consequences," I countered, "for people who think they can betray without accountability." We clinked glasses, and for the first time in 3 years, I felt like things would actually be okay. Trevor's trial ended with a guilty verdict. 12 years in federal prison. His assets were liquidated. DataStream thrived under our renewed partnership. And me? I learned that revenge doesn't always mean getting even. Sometimes it means exposing the truth, seeking justice, and refusing to let someone's apology erase their actions. Trevor sent me one final letter from prison. I never opened it. Whatever he had to say didn't matter anymore. He made his choices. Now he had to live with the consequences. What would you do if you discovered your business partner had been stealing from you for years? Would you accept their apology, or would you seek justice? Drop a comment below with your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this story, hit that like button and subscribe for more real-life stories every week.